Are there any plans to give Phoenix a buff? Answer, yes, we are working on Phoenix, but it is too early for us to talk about the details of what it may entail. We still want to take the time to explore everything between number tweaks to something more like a rework. Unfortunately, they still do not have a solid ETA, so this might take again months. That's long. What about chamber nerfs? Are they changed now because the community hates it? No, the plan is still to remove one of the traps for the next patch. They will still monitor his ability to defend, and they go on to say that the reason they haven't nerfed the TP or anything else is because that is his identity and his unique strength. What about Cypher? Will Cypher receive a buff? Cypher is again in a similar situation. They are not prepared to share any details or dates, but he's definitely on our radar, so again, don't expect it anytime soon. That's sad, man. What about Astra? What about other controllers? What's going on? They are happier with the state of controllers after the 4.04 nerfs. Astra was very good at the high end play. At the low end play, she was underpicked and underpowered. But they had to nerf her because of high end strength. They say that they accept it is less accessible for now, but they are happy with it and they will still monitor her. She is strong in some maps, she is weak in others. Why was the neon wall damage reduced? So the main reason they wanted to remove the damage was because it was causing problems with allies and teamwork during the execution phase, and they have found that the enemies will push the wall regardless of its damage unless they are low. It's like a trivial decision that enemies are making according to them. I'm sorry, it's 3 a.m. in the morning. And they also wanted to make sure the rules of wall damage are consistent with other agents. And Neon's wall was doing too much damage, so they had to change it. They will still find a solution to help Neon feel safer in her fast lane. They will find a solution, so we could expect more changes. Was the ability for Jett to regain her dash during the 12-second window intended? Yes, it was intended. It's not a bug or an accidental feature. It is still possible for them to change it in the future, but for now it is intended, so you won't see any change in the near future for now. Why is yoru's buff slower than Chamber's buff? The answer to this is a little bit vague, I'll be honest. Kosad is trying to tell that they wanted every agent to feel unique. Chamber is fast TP, yoru's is fake TP and other stuff towards that side, not exactly fast TPing. So they didn't want to make yoru and Chamber equal because that would destroy what their purpose of building agents, which is to make them unique. That's probably why. That's my interpretation of this statement. Take it from my side. Some agents are really good with the AWP and others are almost trash. Are you okay with this? Yes, we are totally okay with some agents being better at using the AWP than the others. And in the long term, they want that strength to come with trade-offs with team composition. Is there any cap to the number of agents being introduced to Valorant? Currently, there is no set number at the moment. They will continue to develop agents for a long time. If at any point there is an overwhelming amount of agents, they will assess it. But for now, there's just going to be lots of agents. Will there be new character classes like duelists, sentinels, that roles? They are open to finding new classes in Valorant only if the new agents that they are developing is not fitting a specific category, and also only if the classes feel healthy to the game and to the tactical space Valorant has. Other than that, there seems to be no plans again. Which was the hardest agent to release? From the engineering perspective, it is KO and Astra. For Astra, because there is another projection plane, and for KO because the suppression has lots of interactions. Was Fade meant to be another option to Sova? Yes, Sova was bringing a lot of unique value and they wanted someone else to help bring a similar value. That's why Fade exists. Fade is like a non-lineup style while Sova is like a lineup style. What's going on? What's up with the future of Valorant? Well, they specifically wanted Fade to not be as lineup dependent as a Sova. That's one of the characteristics. But that doesn't mean that future agents will not be lineup dependent. They want to support all types of play styles. So we will still have agents with lineups. We will also have agents without lineups. It's going to be everything. How did you know that Fade is to be an initiator? Was there anything decided beforehand? Well, they wanted to make a character that would bring similar value to Sova, and that naturally led them to creating an initiator from the very start. So it was already pre-planned. What comes to mind when deciding the agent's culture and background? Well, first they look at previous agents, which agent has been from which culture, and they also make sure to check which countries do not have an agent representation. So any agent that has the least representation in the gaming industry, that's the most probable agent coming up in the future. And they will also look at the agent's culture having any ties to the character as a whole when they're designing it. How did Fade's theme come into picture? Well, they were designing the agent, not really having much of a theme. It's more of tracking down. That was the theme that they were going for. And then they saw that people who are getting tracked had this fear and anxiety. And that's why they just like instantly thought like, oh, dark person who brings fear to others. How long does it take to design a character from start to finish? Right now, 12 to 14 months of development from the first conversation to shipping. That's how long. And yeah, those are all the questions that were asked on the Reddit AMA. This took a while. Do subscribe if you enjoyed and found this video informative. It really takes time, and subscribers are a fuel to this channel. And yeah, hope you have a nice day. See you guys next time.